Recording in progress.
Dicen que en épocas de grandes cambios es cuando aparecen las mejores oportunidades. Este es el momento de aprovechar el presente para construir el futuro que deseamos. Hoy abrimos una puerta al futuro en el que las más avanzadas tecnologías se ponen a disposición del ser humano para construir un mundo mejor. Descubre Decentra, la oportunidad que eleva tu potencial con la ayuda de las mejores herramientas digitales del mercado actual, como blockchain, staking, web 3.0, NFTs, DeFi y más, mientras te ayuda a mejorar tus finanzas personales. Usando la tecnología más avanzada hoy y creando la que está por llegar. Bienvenido al futuro. Bienvenido a Decentra.
Exploring new places is one of your dreams? Sure it is. We all want to explore the world. And now it is possible for far more people. Discover Ovasky, the private travel membership with exclusive experiences for lower prices. The more you travel, the more you can save. The more you save, the more you can travel. Join Ovasky today. The world is yours to explore.
Wait a second, please.
La voz. A ver qué sucede. Un segundito. Y sí, está abierto, ya está correcto. Bueno, pues me van a disculpar y vuelvo.
Sorry about this, and I will start all over.
La cosa del directo. Mi nombre es María. Muy buenos días a todos.
My name is María del Mar Ruiz. Good morning, good evening in the different parts of the world. I'm in Spain, and I'm greeting you here from the south of from Cadia. It's a little town that is very, very beautiful, and that we were able to see it before. When I was saying, like Javier and myself, we were gonna do this call together, and we're happy and excited to be able to share with every single one of you our experience and to be truthfully helpful for you and to be grateful with the people that are logged in today. And I wanted to start telling you a little bit about our experience. We come from the traditional business sector, from the educational system. I've been a traditional businesswoman for a little bit over 15 years. And I consider myself a vocational and teacher for kindergarten, but life set us in different paths, and it's time for us to evolve and to keep moving forward, because as Javier and myself, we are parents of a numerous family. And for you to give yourself an idea of what is to work as a family and as a couple, I will try to talk a little bit slower. They also told me about this because I understand, and I tend to speak very, very fast because I don't like to steal from your time, and to be a time of support to every single one of you and to be fruitful. Like I said, I come from the educational sector for over 15 years in the traditional business. I teach in center, and I have very, very good results. I remember that about that time, we reached to be in the 250 most important schools in the country, because in Spain, we had a lot of recognition. But in 2009, I don't know if you remember about in around the 2009, because the crisis, the economic crisis, and like I've said before, and Javier, that also dedicated to the traditional business, we have many, many, many things. And we had in a real positive situation, but it just crumbled down.
reinventar.
because of that crisis, and we had to reinvent ourselves. And Javier was a lot more faster than myself. It took me 4 years to realize that truthfully, the thing that I had been doing is to change my time for money. And although I had a lot of results, I was happy at that moment. I must recognize that I also sacrificed a lot of things, especially the personal level, not professional, but personal level. And to achieve that professional level, I was leaving aside my personal development. So we started a new stage within this industry that is network marketing, and equally, we have very, very good results. I'm not just bragging about this, just to tell you and to have that background from myself, and that so many times it's not just to give that step forward to a change. And whereas the things just go to a negative side and just go south. But the things that moved us and that changed us a lot was that crisis back in 2008, 2009, because our company was distributing this opportunity, was distributing services, and then we could reach VP in the regional areas, and also to have that recognition and to that person that has very good results and that perspective of clients and the creation of and building teams. But it was 10 years, another 10 years of that professional path with a lot of learning. And like I was saying, we reached that position of VP because Javier started first and he reached it first. And when I decided to take that step, I wanted to do it, but I wanted to do it by my own. And we were the first couple of VPs in that company. Whereas as a couple within the same family, the same couple was reaching as VP. Because when you start a new project, you can do it as a couple. You can do it by separate, but you can multiply it if you get and stick together. But I had a clear mind of all the things that I wanted to achieve. And I proposed to myself to become a VP as my husband. And we were the first couple in level Europe, level Spain, and the level LATAM that achieved being VP, because it was a double job. Many people didn't understood to do it, that we were together but doing separately. But also about the things that I want to talk to you about is about the vision. To have that vision of all the things that you want to achieve and you want to get. I remember that when I started in that professional part of the network marketing with my business, since I was a little, I always wanted it to have my own teaching center. I didn't saw myself working for no one else. And I had that clear vision that it was to help and to have that impact in people's life within the knowledge and teaching. Because we do that as teachers, we do that as professors. Because I was working for about 15 years and I put all my effort, my energy, and my strength to fight for those dreams that I wanted. Because when I started in this industry, I went to many, many, many events. And the part that it was my responsibility when I was that in the room and I didn't have that rank or recognition, I was always sitting in the back part of the room. And I always saw upstage, but I never saw any other woman that was having that leadership because they were all guys. So I couldn't feel related and identify myself with network marketing. But when I had the vision to say, this is something important, and that there might be many people that can be in the same situation as myself. And I want to move forward. I want to develop myself personally and professionally. But you feel like sometimes you're lost. So you need to see someone in front of you that can also be able to do it. Because I was just like a newborn in this sector and in this industry, but I knew that you cannot just talk. You need to transmit and you need to share that feeling and to help other women, because I was already big enough. Because when you reach to a certain age and all those previous things that you were doing previously before you choose to get into network marketing, it was that vision and to reach to that rank and to be able to become a VP and to get that VP also along the way with Javier. Because we have a group or a community, an organization in the which where I work in a more particular manner. We call it Women with Vision. There is sometimes the women with mission. What does it mean? I don't know what it led you to be here today. I don't know if you are working with a clear vision of what you want and you want to achieve. And truthfully, we don't know each other, but I can only give you my point of view. And my point of view is that if you don't have a clear vision, you might not be able to achieve the things that I propose to you. So the people that works without that vision, they get lost. They get lost in the everyday task, in the everyday activities. And when you talk with people that has the results, we get into the stage to achieve this, and to have that clear vision of what you want to achieve will help you to actually achieve them. Because without vision, you can find yourself every single day without knowing what you're doing and let yourself carry away and drift away, and you're going in automatic pilot. So my part today is to take you to analyze that point of view, and so you can know where you're standing right now. There is an author that I really love, and you might know it, is Helen Keller. It's the first woman that is deaf and blind that got her college degree because of her circumstances. Despite she was blind, because being blind, you don't know where you're doing, and sometimes you don't know what you're doing, and you're blinded like that person. And by every day, and that's those daily tasks, you don't do it without vision. Well, you will never get to anywhere because you don't know where you're going. But you also, from having that vision, you need to take action on that vision and to take care of it. Because there is something that this author says, you're what you are, not what you say you're going to do. Because you can say that you can do many things, but by the end, you don't take it to action, you will not be able to fulfill anything. And you need to carry it, that feeling to moving forward and having that clear vision of what you want to achieve is what is going to make you thrive to the everyday task and the everyday obstacles for you to achieve those goals and the results that you want to get. Me and Javier, we had clear that we were going to be inside and working within the biggest company inside network marketing. And we had a company that allowed us to help other people in the measure that we always wanted it and the way that we always dreamed. The company that we did it for a while, but we can fastly realize that first it was services, there was products, then they changed a plan and then changed to other plan. And they were simply that the company didn't knew exactly where they were going. And that their vision, it was a little cloudy, and that was affecting us, that we were stuck in a process in which we didn't like it to be. So quickly, we took back that part of say, why do we start it in network marketing? What do we want to achieve? And when do we want to achieve it? And how we're going to do it to achieve it? And we know that Decentra is the company that is going to impact and have that impact in the next generation without a doubt, in a completely amazing way. Sometimes that people cannot get this and understand this, and in their mind it's not clear yet, but I can assure you that it's this way, and that's why we're working for it. I will just simply like to give you and leave you with this thought. And for it, I will tell you a story in a brief way, and what is supposed to be the vision that with every single one of us can work, and every single one is free to do so. But I want you to think about this. What is the moment and where you're standing right now? And what is the desire and what is the dream that you want to achieve in the future? There was a man that when walking through his city, he could gaze upon in that walk an amazing work that was being done. So this person get closer to a worker.
Decir qué es lo que está haciendo, en esta ciudad, qué es lo que está sucediendo, qué es lo que usted está desarrollando. Y
and
el
the
obrero
things that are developing in that work. And that worker was seeing more than mockery, and he was saying, I'm setting bricks. And the only thing that I'm doing is setting bricks, because that person felt amused by the thing that he was saying, because I cannot quite understand what you are doing over here. So he went and worked with another worker and asked that worker, the second worker, what are you doing? He tells this other guy, like, as you can simply see, we're building a wall. We're building walls. And this is normal what we are doing. You can just see that this is just simple. He just gives thanks, but he was not quite convinced of the things that they were doing, because he felt curious about what he was doing in the future and what it was going to become the construction in the future. So he went and go ask another person, and the worker responded, what we are doing in the construction that we're doing right here, and what I'm doing right here, is to build the biggest cathedral in the city. And as soon as this is completed, not only the people will retake their faith, but many of others will be able to concrete their own faith. I don't know what you're building. I don't know what is the point of the thing that where you're standing right now, but it will help you to give that a thought with what kind of construction worker you identify yourself, because your result will depend on that vision that you're seeing. So keep moving forward, and we're building that is something huge, and that is something that is going to have that impact in the life of many, many people. And we want to count with your help in order for us to carry it out. Thanks for being here, Lagim. Thanks for your attention. And I will give you the person, not only the one I work, but also with the one I share my life. Because he's a teacher, he's a professor, he's a master, and I always keep learning new things from him and with him. So I will give you the mic to Javier Galeote. Wow, I just love this. Good morning, everyone. I just love to hear to María del Mar. I can identify with the number 3, that third worker that is building something to impact in the life of other people and to give the possibilities and chances to many, many, many other people around the world. And the great that Decentra has, that greatness is that it's a company that where you can develop it in the 5 continents. So good morning to everyone. I'm really super excited for this training in DTS, and that truthfully, all of us, is my first experience in DTS of Decentra, and truthfully, I need to recognize the professionalism of all the people that is behind the scenes working for this training. It's amazing, like TVDecentra, like the translators, and all the corporate staff that is working. And you cannot imagine how much work is behind this training. And equally, as María del Mar, we can be here with you sharing and to share some of our advices and tips that can take you and lead you and give you like a sign. It's not mean that we have the magic formula and all the answers, but we do have some tips in our own experience from these 13 years that we are taking and developing network marketing that has led us and take us to have a bit of a success, because I believe that success is that process, and we're going to the top, and we're working and carrying people with us to that top of success. And the beautiful of this company is that Decentra has a huge top, and you have a seat for every single person that goes and goes there. Let me share my slides. I will share with you my screen. How can you win? Who wants to know how can you win?
hay información.
because we have details and there is a lack of action that cannot take you to that win-win situation. One of the things that you need to understand is the business that you have within your hand, the tool and the weapon that you have in your hands. And if you allow me, I will take my jacket off because I just feel heated right now. And I feel so excited. Right now, I feel like a lot of hot. And now after this train, I will be waiting. We'll lose like 2 or 3 kilograms just by sweating. So we are covering a necessity in the market. We're not just trying to sell something that people, they don't know if they need it or not. We are selling a company, and we are a company of services. Because keep that in mind, we are a company with services, with technological services. We're a company with technological services and of finances and educational. And we can keep going. We can search for around us. We don't even need to search for it. It's clear near us because we have customers and we have possible members of our membership, the most valuable and private membership in the world, because all our services are completely exclusive. So you need to have that high head and that puffed chest, and to feel proud and having fun that you know that you have in your hands something that absolutely no other person or company can offer, because we have services for the people that are dreamers. There are millions of dreamers around the world that are seeking today. This morning, they wake up, and before they set their feet in the ground, they already think and thought and said, I have this wonderful day. What a shame that this day passed by as quickly as possible. I hope that God, the universe, I wish that my family, that my friends can give me a good news today for me to have a different day as the day I had it yesterday, last week, last month, or maybe from 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years. So the service that we can best give to that people are possibilities and chances. And we have a company that will fill their tank absolutely with chances, opportunities, and possibility. How many entrepreneurs do you know? And what is an entrepreneur? An entrepreneur is a people that will not settle down. It's a person that is always complaining because one makes more money and that knows that he's worth more and that he wants to have the best for their kids, for their family. A person that is always seeking and searching the way to make a business, to make a sale, that works in one place and works in another one and studies in another one, and besides that will support a friend, society, or their church, and is helping in every single way that he can or that she can, because we're seeking a person with strong mentality. We're seeking that person with that strong mindset, because a strong mentality means that you can do the 99% of the things all right and not be able to succeed. You can do 99% of the things correct and still fail. So you go to expanding machine, they're telling me to go a little bit slower. But imagine yourself that you're going to a Coca-Cola expanding machine, and you were asked that you need to put $1. And when you reach that place, well, I just have 99 cents. It's just 1 cent. So you put the money inside that vending machine, and you kept waiting for the machine to give you your beverage. It's not going to give it to you because you're not fulfilling that $1. It will not give you that beverage because it only works when you give the full dollar, and you give that $2. But if you put $2 inside the vending machine, it will give you your beverage and that dollar, because don't keep short when you are doing those presentations. Don't keep short when you're doing that follow-up. Be short when you're doing that follow-up, when you're asking the people that you call it and that you presented a company. Don't make it short when you're sharing the experience inside the company through your social media, through your family, to your friends. And don't stay short in the personal development. When you're reading a book, when you're in an event like this, or any other life events that we have within the Decentra. And also the calls that we have from Monday to Saturday, because the current system in the world is not working. It's a system that is completely obsolete. It's a system is being educated today to the people, our kids, to our adolescents and teenagers. They're being educated how the people were being educated 60, 70, 80 years ago. And those trainings in the old school of those studies is for you to have a good job. Today, technology is going so fast. The other day I was reading, I was having a master class with an expert in the metaverse, and we need to be professionals, and we need to become experts within the things that we have at hand, and to have that master class with a person that is an expert in the metaverse. There was 100,000 of requests a day from companies that are positioning in the metaverse, and where any professional and any professionist can generate over a 50% of their salary in the metaverse that where you're currently working. In any building or in any city. It's based in the education in just theory. You can see to a master of macroeconomics that give you the super master class of macroeconomics, and one goes to the park and is going with a car that is so old and it's even older than that person, and is totally broke, and that person does not have economics, because that person has all the knowledge and has all the wisdom that he shares it with you, but it's not part of his example. It's not part of his life, what he knows. Today, technology, the world as we know it and as it's moving us, is paying very, very well to the people that not only we know what we know, but also what the people that takes actions. And when we learn it, we also teach it to other people. It's not that you know everything, it's to learn and quickly to teach it to someone else. That is the best way that you will completely engrave it in your mind, the things that you're learning. So in street, I tell you, forget your dream. You have dreams way too big. You have dreams in your head. You have birds chirping around, because life, you need to have to land your feet in the ground, and you need to set your feet in the ground, because you're never going to be able to get it. You're not going to get your dream house. You cannot help your parents. You need to work about yourself. Hey, your kids, let them work, because you're not be able to support them. You're not going to be able to get that car or to travel. And your curriculum is not everything. Your curriculum is not everything. The curriculum, as much as you study and as much as you prepare, and I'm not saying that the studies are not good, because that is a great foundation, but you need to add that learning that is a progressive learning. Every single day you need to reach and to get to understand that if you just keep the information and not keep learning anything else, you're already stuck and you're already dead. The curriculum, in any part of the curriculum, that CV will not show the size of your heart. It will not share the size of your dreams. So you need to be an honest person. And what does it mean to be honest? I'm thinking big, I talk big, and I will take actions in the big way. If I want to have big dreams, if I want to have big goals, I will speak like if I already had them and I already achieved them, and like I already have those goals in my hand. But I will take actions every single day to have them. Morals, if you think in a way, speak differently, and take actions in a different way, people will not follow you, because you will not be coherent with the things that you think you say and you do. And you need to create a great skill for you to be able to contact the people, to talk to people, and to have that, to relate to people. Because I think that the most important skill that you need to have in network marketing is to know how to treat people. Because I will recommend you humbly to read How to Do Friends of Dale Carnegie. I don't know if you can type it in the chat because I don't remember the name. It's my book. I have read like 4 or 5 times. How to make friends and how to influence them. That book is indispensable. It's a must, because I cry when I read that book, because that book could have avoided me many problems in my life if that book arrived my life earlier, because there is much to understand and to learn. But that book is capital for it to be like, because that book is like it's a trampoline for you, so you can start with that impulse and treat people even better. I need to tell you things that are practically that you can become like a magnet. If you want to become a magnet for people, you need to be a person with excitement. People are not going to follow a person that is negative. They're not going to follow a person that is boring, will not follow a crybaby. People will only follow positive people, people that have that leadership and that keeps to the front, because the leader will not know everything, but he has the courage to get to the front. And if the arrow falls, the first arrow is going to fall into me. So you need to have that strong mentality, the harsh mentality, and any person can be excited during a day. Any person can be excited for 2-3 weeks, a month, 2 months, even 1 year. But I can tell you one thing. The person that is going to be successful is the person that can be excited 5, 10, 20, 30 years. And I'm not saying that in a given moment you will not fall, that you will not stumble upon a rock, or that you will not find obstacles, or that will make you have that cloudy day. Because we as diamonds, we are not, leave us just stranded. It's not like they let us or tells us like swear at us or cuss at us. And you think that we don't receive those negative comments, or that we don't have those bad days, because the leader, the diamond, or the double diamond or triple diamond or the black diamond, we have done it so many times more and have failed and succeed so many times before. And we have been told curses and swears. We have fallen and stumbled upon many more times, and we have those bad days more than you are. And I want you to write this down. It's not just fall and stand up, it's to fall, and it's the time of reaction to stand up. Because there's people that says like, no, last year it was the worst time because I fall down, but I stand up for a full year to stand up. My God, you cannot allow yourself that your kid that is learning how to walk to just stumble upon you and take 1 year to stand up again. No, let's just give that process. No, do not allow that a person around you, or maybe in your team, or someone that you see, allow you to be laid down in the ground without nothing is happening. We need to be prudent and responsible to respect that process. When you fall down, you stand up. And the quickest you stand up and you're back in the game to go for your dream will be the best. What cannot be left behind is that there is not a moment in whereas you're not chasing your dreams. All the biographies, I love to read the biographies, like such as the positive and negative ones. I will tell you one that is very negative one, but we can take a learning that is so good. I'm wishing and hoping to reach that part of the training, because these trainings, I give them out of pure selfishness. Because when I give these trainings, I'm giving it to myself first. I will slap in my face all the times in the training so I can remember how am I supposed to have my north and to achieve faster to my dream. Now also dreamer. Are you a dreamer? If you don't have that dream, you are already dead. What is your dream? Write it down. Put it inside your bag, your purse, your backpack. Save it as your background screen. Set it in the fridge. Write it down. Write it down in the mirror in the bathroom. So every single day when you're seeing your dream and watching your dream, visualizing your dream, you need to be an obsessed. You need to become a fanatic, because if you're not crazy and you're not obsessed of your dreams, who's gonna be? Who's gonna be your boss? Your friends? That when they see you, that goes up and see you to goes up in that ladder, they feel ashamed. But when your family and friends see you have that success, they will feel ashamed because they are seeing you that you have success and tell you, hey, stay here. They will not give you that drive. They're gonna impulse you to achieve your dreams. Because you need people that drive you and help you to move forward into your dreams. That's why I love network marketing. I love Decentra, because you know something, our system and the compensation plans and the system, the educational system and the training system, it's just a trampoline, and it's that leverage for you to have all the support that you cannot get in your environment and around you, will give you that personal hatching station. So you can have that your bigger and stronger muscles. So when you leave from that hatching machine, you can just hit your success. So you need to stay strong. It's going to be controversial. 95% of the people are looking to the right, and you arrive and see, wow, the people wants a good job. People wants to do that mortgage and pay every single month their house. And who's looking to have that financial freedom and to have that monthly residual and to be able to seize technology? Because we're in an era that in the last 15 years, it has been done, most millionaires in the last 15 years, more people have become millionaires in the last 15 years than in the last 100. This is said that we're in an era that favors us. We're in an era that gives us that advantage, and we're the best company to have that leverage with technology, with the corporate staff, with the vision, with the strength, with the experience that company has accumulated. Because I love this company. I simply love it. Because in November of last year, when I saw in the 4th time this company, you need to do this company, when I saw it, no, I don't want to do it. But why don't you know the corporate staff? And I had the opportunity to meet Gorkabuses Turances Machado. And something that made me crazy is to meet Mr. Jonathan, and when I know him, meet him with Miss Andrea, like 25 years old, and the person that led me to talk to Mr. Jonathan, I'm already 49. I have already 49 years. What do I tell this person? Because a 26-year-old kid was expecting me, and when that person opened his mouth, he's a person with 500 years of experience, and a kid of 26 years, because he had the experience and a vision that it was so clear. And you know what's the best? Absolutely everything. The 100% of the things that told me in that last week of November, everything he has achieved and he has complied with all the things that he promised that he was going to do. And I love the people that thinks and talks and do the things that he says he's going to achieve. And that's the thing that we can achieve with this company. You can remain strong. It's going to be controversial. You might not like everyone. And the division and decision that you take is completely opposite within all the other things that people are taking. And you need to know that it's going to be controversial. You need to do not allow it to be considered ordinary for having that posture, for being a person that knows where he's going. And at the same time, you can have that posture, but also do it with love, also do it with that warmth, with doing it in an affectionate way, because you are showing a person that is showing posture is not doing it that you're doing it in a bad intention. It's only unknown territory. It's an unknown area for them. You need full commitment. If you read the biographies of other people that are successful, you cannot find success without being committed. You're going up, you're going down. You need to forge a level of competitivity. Almost insane within yourself. You need to know that every single day, you need to improve in 1% every single day. So next day you need to improve 1%. What training I will take, what presentation I will do, who am I going to do that follow-up, who am I going to contact, who I will share the plan again. 1% every single day. So every single day in a month, improving one day, in 90 days, you're basically a new leader. So people today are getting divorced, and in the business happens the exact same thing, because no, I do not believe. Oh no, I will stay here. No, I will stay here in the customer service area, or I will stay here. It doesn't matter the success that you want to achieve and nor look left or right. You need to have that focus, that inertia, and you need to have that intention, and above all, to seize and take advantage of all the tools and the compensation plan and the services so exclusive and unique that we have within Decentra and within our hand. You need to learn how to treat people, and you need to let people feel special. When you're in the street, out in the street, you know what is. We have people that spend their days and no one has asked them how you feeling, how you do it, how's your life going, and they go through their life without being asked. So you need to make the person feel special, because every single person is unique. Maybe you're talking with the next crown black diamond, or the next presidential, because we had testimonials and we heard testimonials that they started to ask for a loan with those $100 to start with the company, and now they have an appearance in the magazine Business for Home, and that you cannot prejudge absolutely no one. Do not judge no one, because tell me, everyone, absolutely everyone, are winners and champions, because in normal life, in the real life, we judge. We judge a monkey by the abilities the same as a fish, and we ask the same to do the same task to different people with different skills, like having a monkey and a fish, and you tell the monkey to climb a tree, and then we tell the fish to climb that tree. Obviously, the fish cannot do that because he doesn't have the skills, and then we judge people, telling the fish that he's dumb or is useless because he cannot climb that tree. But the fish will be great at swimming, not at climbing. So that's what I love about teaming up, because we need to have that leverage with our team, with their strengths. And when we have those weaknesses, some of our team can have us that strength. So the team is everything. The community is everything. And I love Decentra especially because of the vision that the corporate has, and that vision and the mission that the company has of creating that community to create the Decentra city that we already are developing the Decentra city and developing the metaverse, because I want to do a penthouse in the metaverse. And I will be close and close to the corporate staff. I will be close to the leaders to play with that virtual door and to do the talks, the trainings. I'm wishing, hoping to become true. And you know something, that is not going to become a reality from within 15 years or 20 years. If it's within 15 or 20 years, I will still wait. But this, we're hoping it to become in the metaverse before 2025. And right now it's 1% developed. Imagine that you are able to be part of that 99% of growth. There is a saying over there in Mexico, and we had the opportunity to live 2 years in Puerto Vallarta. And there was a saying that says, I don't want you to give me, but set me where there is the opportunity. Don't just give me the opportunity. Set me where the opportunities are made. So that's the point. If you are close enough all out, I don't want to be given, but set me where there is. They set you in Decentra, and you're still complaining, and you're still thinking about it, and you still are having doubts if I am able to share. I'm not prepared. I still need to learn more. No, just give your fullest, and you know something. The things that you don't know, connect them to the calls, connect them to the presentation. Yesterday we had a presentation that was brutal in the 12th. In the afternoon, it was a presentation of the speaker, but it did a great presentation. He made a better presentation than myself. What do I need to do? Well, set guests to that presentation to let my upline work for me, because it's so simple. Because our business is so easy with our system. With 20, 30, 40 years, and they don't have the system that we have. The great value of the corporate is to develop a system that from day one, become global, and just set the presentation from day one with a system of education services with leverage and with training to the standards, and it's above all the standards of any other company. And I know hundreds of companies that have the highest standards, but this is way beyond those standards. So you need to have that life balance. You cannot separate your business and personal life. You cannot become a tyrant in your house. You cannot become and be and speaking and threatening your house and just be a bad person and just dress well and go out there and be a different person because people will notice. It says more than non-verbal language than what the thing that you actually say with your mouth. Because that energy, that posture, the way you stand, the way you dress, and start being a great father, a great mother, a great husband, a great wife, a great son, a great daughter, and start by yourself within your house. And when you are in your house, you're already changing your house. When you go out there and share with other people, you're changing your neighborhood because you're giving the possibilities and the chances to your neighborhood. And when you go out from your neighborhood, you're given the opportunity to change your city, to country, or even your continent. You don't know how can you impact and have that impact and that change of attitude and of values and virtues and have a new philosophy in life. You need to have that desire to win, that burning desire to feel passionate to win. And you need to talk to yourself because it's deeply important. We heard every single thing. We listen to the radio, we heard the TV, we see the TV, we see the news, we hear the news, and we have our neighbor that is just gossiping and just complaining, and that person is saying, but
esto y lo
I'm even
otro.
sicker, and to do this and do that. And you're listening like if you were a dumpster and receiving all that garbage that wants you to make you crumble. And sometimes within yourself, you tell yourself, I cannot do this. This is way too hard. This person already achieved the rank. Maybe this is not for me. No. When you talk in that negative way to yourself, just slap to yourself in the face without no one noticing. Just slap yourself. Maybe they will think that you're crazy, but you spend 24/7 with yourself. So the only expert in your life is yourself, because I will not like to listen to the dialogue that you have within yourself. I'm a little bit crazy when I'm doing that training. I'll set myself in front of the mirror. Wow, who is going to be in front of that training? Who's going to listen to the things that I want to share? The things that I want to share today will touch someone's life. To many people that is in this training. Sometimes I'm going and carrying a helmet with a Bluetooth, and sometimes call me a prospect that is telling me, you know, I already think about this and I'm going to start with you, or I have this doubt. And then I'll just clarify them when I'm driving in the motorcycle, maybe going 100 or 120 kilometers an hour. So do we start? So give me just a time, and I will call you back to teach you step by step how to do it. And I remember that one day that I set the button to hang up that call. And when I hung up that call, I screamed to myself, yes, of course, yes, of course. Who's going to do it better than you? Who's going to clarify that doubt better than you? Of course. We're going to get those people goals, and that person needs to become the next leader in your team. And then I can hear in the phone call, Javier. And I said, yes. No, you're telling me something? No, sorry that I have another call. And I'm talking with another person in the call. And it was like, wow. He took that dose of adrenaline that I was sharing. And how do I speak to myself? And how I have that self-dialogue to feel handsome, tall, strong, and intelligent and smart. So the point is that sometimes you can make have and make $50,000. You're already separated from yourself from the average. You're already separated from the people that does this amounts. So if you make $50,000, you have the capacity to make 500,000, you're a failure. If you made 500,000, but you have the potential and you did it, with the half strength, when you already made that $500,000, you are just being a failure. If you made 50,000 with all your focus, with your potential, with your strength, with all the attitude, and it was the best that you can, trust me, you're a successful person. So just do it. Do everything with your fullest, and the result that you can achieve, do it with your fullest. It doesn't matter how much you make, it's how you're gonna make it. Because I think that we are having that problem, because we're telling me that is going to, hey, just do it. And you can show me any team, any successful team, either soccer, either basketball, either business, you can show me a church, a successful church, or any successful person. We have work. There is work to do so, because success is work. Being successful is to work every single day and to work the philosophy of that effort. And I want to get new things, so I need to have that effort. The way that person can stretch and expand is absolutely amazing. Because I thought that for a lot of time, I needed to be super smart, and that the smart people seek the way to do it fast and to find that shortcut and to analyze it. I have seen that that is not true, because there are no shortcuts in life. That fast shortcut leads you to start all over from scratch. So have that working ethics, have that agenda, and set your goals. But you need to be like that elephant steak, because you cannot eat a full elephant. You need to set those daily objectives, those weekly objectives, that monthly goals, and you need to fulfill them and achieve them. Because if you were an employee, if your boss would have cut that elephant, I'm assure you, he will pay you because you are getting to be able to eat that first steak. And if that person did not eat that first steak, he's gonna just fire you and find another person. When you're an employee, you're helping and supporting your boss for him to be able to achieve those goals and those objectives. That's why their kids of that boss is in good schools. He has a great school. He has a good car. I remember that there in Mexico, when in Mexico they showed me where the boss arrived with a super Ferrari. I'm a Porsche person. Ferrari is beautiful, but I had the opportunity to drive it sometimes, and for me, it's uncomfortable. I'm short, so I even look shorter. Me sitting close to the car, so I don't like driving the Ferraris. Maybe with a Porsche that arrives with a GTS 911 and arrives with that employee, and that employee to make those favors with the boss. Oh, your car is amazing. It was just made for you, and the boss taken by the if you're working as good as this and you keep doing your best effort and without focus and hard work, and you keep working hard, the next car is gonna be better, but it's gonna be better for your boss, not for that employee. So we need to work along with the people to help every single person to achieve that goal and their dreams, to make that every single one of us can achieve those dreams. So the people that always focus and works hard every day, most likely they're going to achieve to the top. We're going to do that home run, and it's always almost gets to the top, almost to start working hard. If it's the same talking to working, it's going to be brutal. So but they are almost leaving, and they're almost doing, and they're almost achieving, and they're almost because the winners, they don't do the halfways. They don't have half measures. The winners make whatever they need to in order to finish the job, and they do whatever it takes to achieve their dreams and their goals. So you need to finish the work when you're a winner. If you don't think and feel that you have enough support with your upline, or, well, do it yourself. You need to do it yourself because you have all the system, but do it yourself. Don't look up. Start working with the system and along the system. If you don't have the right environment, create it yourself. If you want to have that financial freedom, do it yourself. If you want to contact a person and to those people, meet new people, do it yourself. You need to change your image of success. You need to feel good to yourself when you look yourself in the mirror. So the point is to change your image, and say my team doesn't have the best. You need to do it yourself. Just do it. And you need to talk to the people. Just do it yourself. You need to present with more people in your team, and you want that those people join to your team. Do it yourself.
Y para que el equipo haga un buen seguimiento, no lo pidas, hazlo tú. El seguimiento forma parte del plan exitoso. O sea,
The follow-up is part of a successful plan.
pero hoy, otro día vamos a dar el entrenamiento.
Another day, we're going to give the training, the activities that a networker needs to have.
Va tirando semillas, pero realmente
It's throwing seeds out there.
dan su fruto. Y esa asignatura del seguimiento.
And then you can hope for it to harvest and get that fruit. Because a person when joins my contact list will never get out. And I know that few of the people that are logged in today, Javier was like 4 or 5 years calling me and still keep calling me, how am I doing? How is my dog doing? How is my mom doing? How is my kid doing? He even remembered their names. I don't even remember, but when I talk a lot with the people about follow-up, I do those annotation and writing that I know her dog is named called like this, her mom is called like this, her dad was sick of this, or his kid was graduating. The follow-up is gold. Write it down, please. In the presentation, in every single presentation that we do, there's pennies. In the follow-up, we have millions. Presentation, pennies, and in the follow-up, millions. My best leaders didn't came from the people that said, yes, with you till we die. It was the people that was, oh, let me think about it. And I said, there's no problem. I conquer follow-up and I will be talking with you the next 20, 15, 20 years. And I hope that this doesn't happen. But if you die, that contact list will get to your kids, your wife. Nobody will get out from that contact list of mine. So I see you in the events. I will see you in the webinars like this. María Mar, I'm saying goodbye now. So please come here, María Mar. So just sit here with me here. The prettiest thing I have, and she's not showing. So the point is that we're in a company that is, we can get our dreams and fulfill our dreams and have the mission to create that community of 2 million. Not by 2030. I think that we're gonna build it before 2025. And I trust that those hundreds or thousands of people will be in your organization. And people will tell your kids, their family, and their grandsons. Once Maria called me, and thanks to Javier or Philip or that Carlos, or I don't know, maybe Joseph called me and insisted and kept me going with the things that was happening in the company. I didn't have any other chance to say, okay, let's do it. Because in 3 times I rejected this company and the 4th time happened. And I'm happy that my partner said, yes, if we are already successful, we already have the company, we already have that dream in 3 continents. What do we start from scratch? And if you're still thinking about it, and she's even a lot more smarter than me, and I listen to her, and I'm happy that I listen to her. We're a band. It's not just us two. Our kids, our daughter, our son, we're just a complete band. And if you invite us to your house, be ready, because we're like a hurricane. We're like a tsunami that will go through your house. So see you at the top, because the top of Decentra, we have a seat for everyone. So see you next time. Greetings and see you next time.